Ramble.
Thank you to BetterHelp and DoorDash for sponsoring this week's episode. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of You Can Sit With Us. My name is Maggie, and I am joined by my co-host, Matthew.
Hello.
Miss Rebecca.
Hello.
I have Rainie on the ones and twos.
Hi.
And we have a very special guest today, Mr. Miles Bonsignore.
Hello, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Perfect person.
Thank you for having
Whoa.
me. I've never sat in this seat on this show.
I know, you're usually over
Today's
here.
the day.
You've
Today's
never
the
been
day.
invited.
I
to
know.
sit with us.
I've never sat with us. I've always sat at a separate lunch table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tech booth.
Well, today's your day.
I know.
Yeah.
I couldn't be
Time
be
to
more
shine. You know, it's time to
flattered.
shine.
It is my time to shine.
Yeah, today we're talking Candid Competition. We did a live cinematic viewing of Candid Competition, the movie, recently.
Yes.
And we thought we'd have our perfect little goth wife,
Yeah,
baby,
Absolutely. Goth Miles.
kind of fill in.
Miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have worn my eyeliner today.
What is Candid Competition about?
Candid Competition. Gosh, I think the first episode was released like 4 years ago, but it's Zach, Miles, Devlin, and like the rest of the office is like little baby.
Yeah, watching that, we watched like a big Candid Competition, the movie. It was like a super cut of all the episodes. And it kind of felt like watching my life flashback.
I know.
Because so much of it, I'm like so young.
Yes.
And I'm unshaven. We're like in the old shed at the old studio.
Oh,
Yes.
It
boy.
was very weird.
Throwback.
Yeah, big throwback.
It was Zach's hairline.
And I mean, like, I know what it is, but could you tell the audience
Yeah,
what is
we
Candid
know that you're the
Competition?
biggest fan of the show, Matt.
Seen it
But
all.
Candid Competition is a competition, for lack of a better term, reality show.
Reality show.
Where we pit brands against each other, but the brands are unknowing. So,
Yes.
for example, we pit makeup establishments against each other with the help of Becky by having them all recreate the same look that is a wild, crazy look. And then we compared the three Zach's like faces at the end of the video.
Yeah.
So it's super fun. And it started, as Zach said on stage the other day, it started as a way to trick the YouTube algorithm into putting big brand names in and then do the dumbest thing possible.
Exactly. So he wanted to feed whatever YouTube wanted and put big name brands, but then also make art
Yeah.
Art.
sprinkled into the middle.
Art.
So if you put a big name brand in a title or a thumbnail, it's going to get more views.
Definitely. Usually it's like because,
Definitely.
I mean, it's the same premise as like Eat the Menu. People are like, oh, I know McDonald's. Like I've had McDonald's before. Like, I wonder what he thinks are the best things there. So when we put like, you know, Walmart, Olive Garden, and whatever, people are going to be like, oh, well, I actually am curious about that. People have a nostalgia for it. Even though the video that we went to Olive Garden for, I guess we've been a couple times, but Zach was proposing to me in 5 different Olive Gardens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
There's-
not Olive Gardens, 5 different chain restaurants to see who was the best engagement dinner.
Yes.
Yeah. I forget who won. I think actually Olive Garden may have won. They were very accommodating.
It seems like a classy place to
It seems like a
engage,
classy
you know?
place.
Yeah.
And those breadsticks, like
Probably more
romance.
than Walmart's.
Yeah, Red Lobster,
Yeah.
that lobster smelled like it had been dead for weeks.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting, though. They're owned by the same corporation.
Oh, they are?
The Darden Group, baby.
Oh, the
Darden
Darden Group.
No big deal. I worked at Red Lobster. When
Oh,
I
I
was,
was
in
like,
high
Becky, how do you know this
school.
fact?
I was a hostess.
Oh my, that's so
Yeah.
fun. What was your favorite
Becky
dish on the
knows
menu?
all.
I loved, well, they did this thing. I don't know if they do it anymore because obviously I was 16 only a few years ago.
Yeah, like 4 years ago.
Like 4 years ago, like when I started working there definitely wasn't a smoking section.
Oh, my.
That would be inappropriate, right?
Oh, wow.
No, there definitely was.
I mean, the Midwest is different, you know?
It was wild. It was wild times there, and it was carpeted. Blah. I really liked, they would let us have a discount, but they would let us to like bundle our discounts together. So we would get like this platter that was like a $35 platter, and all the hostesses would share it, and we'd all take our favorite things, which mine was the shrimp linguine, and pay like $150 for it.
Oh, that's great.
Like it was they were really accommodating to like feeding the employees, which most restaurants I've worked at are the exact opposite, and they want to starve you till you die.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I really liked it. And you had a discount at Olive Garden, Longhorn Steakhouse, Red Lobster, and I think there was one more in the Darden group.
Here's a question for you, and which I've always wondered. Do the ingredients, like if I get a lobster because it's owned by the same place, is it manufactured the same way? Like does Olive Garden and Red Lobster get like a Ziploc frozen bag of lobster?
Yeah, probably.
So disgusting.
Probably.
Yeah, I would imagine. Like that's probably like what the cheapest capitalist way to make chain restaurant food is.
I mean, it's also the same with like clothes, makeup,
right.
like any corporation that owns the big one. Like I saw someone doing Aloe Yoga versus Airy on their like leggings.
Yeah.
And they're manufactured in the same factory.
Yeah, they're white.
By the same
label.
by the same parent company. So it's like actually they are like 98% the same.
That is so interesting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're here to talk about today.
Business, vertical
guys.
integration.
Business. So we have questions about
So many questions.
the wedding series.
Yes.
What is it? When's it happening? What's the dealio?
So,
Who's getting married?
Who's getting married? I thought you were already married.
That's correct. The wedding series was a series where we were bringing Candid Competition back. And when I say we, I mean Zach. It's really from Zach's mind house. He comes up with all the ideas, and then he approaches me on what to do. And I would say I take the ideas and I run too far with them. I'm often sort of the Q from, what is it? James Bond. I'm the Q. So I often like the technical aspects of the show, the way that we're going to execute, the goth makeup, the sort of ridiculousness. I often bring that flavor to the day. But Zach has been, plotting for weeks how we're going to do these giant scripted bits. I was in goth makeup in like a 50s dress, all that stuff. So the wedding series was, we did 4 videos. Best wedding cake, best honeymoon suite, best place to get engaged. And was that it? Maybe we
I
did
think that cake, wedding cake.
Yeah, cake, proposals, honeymoon suite, and I think that was it.
Okay.
Maybe we did one more.
You didn't tour venues.
No, we didn't tour venues, but we did do a brief tour of the venue when we were at the honeymoon suite. But the idea was Zach and I are lovers and we are getting engaged. So we would get, I got proposed to in an IHOP and a Red Lobster and an Olive Garden. The Red Lobster employees were weeping because they were so happy for us.
It was so
And
sweet.
Love wins.
It sort of is also like, it's kind of a trend I like on YouTube, which is positive pranks.
Yeah.
Which pranking can feel very
I
mean,
see.
and I don't, and like I don't like it when unsuspecting people are the butt of the joke. But what I love about Candid Competition is that we are the butt of the joke, and that people around us like move in to be sweet.
Yeah.
So in the proposals one, for instance, we're like, hey, I know this is weird, but like, can you put the ring on like a breadstick? Like, just do your best. It's okay. And people are like so excited.
Yeah.
And they get to help out in this like ridiculous moment.
Yeah.
That I think that's my favorite part of the show is seeing, or even like the original series was putting faces on pizza with ingredients and putting faces on sandwiches with ingredients. And people got so excited because they'd be nervous at first, being like, "Oh, I'm going to mess it up or something."
Yeah, because it's so unfamiliar to go. You're working at Subway and someone comes in and is like, "Can you please make me?"
Yeah, it sounds like such a weird request. But I mean, the thing about it is that people are so excited once you give them the right to like do something creative. If you tell them like, hey, this is going to be great, like just you can do it, like whatever you do is the right decision, then people are thrilled and they get to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Something Zach said on stage the other day, again at this Candid Competition premiere, which you're going to see a video of, don't worry, main channel. Was that everybody's creative. It's not, it doesn't matter where you are in your life or like if you don't identify as creative, you are, and you probably have the aspiration to like draw a picture or whatever. And so when you give people who have to work these like customer service jobs, when you give them license to do something fun and creative, they really enjoy it.
Yeah. And some encouragement. You're like, no matter what you do, like you can't mess it up.
It's going to be beautiful.
It's going to be beautiful.
We're not going to be mad. Like it's just do something fun.
I
And
feel like that's the big caveat too, is like, we're not going to be mad because I'm sure they're so used to having
Terrified.
people just like
Complain.
complain.
The Karens
Where's
of the
my
world.
turkey?
Not enough cheese.
Yeah.
And you're like, you can do whatever you want. It's going to be perfect. Phew.
And then tipping them very nicely.
Exactly.
Just
Yeah,
for
we always go back.
participating.
We tip every single person nicely, but then we also, for the winner of the video, go back and give a bigger tip as well.
So nice.
love to
And I
see
mean,
it.
I know this story, but can you let the audience know where Goth Miles comes from?
So Goth Miles, which is really, it's become iconic at this point. No, Goth Miles came from, we were shooting.
I think it was pizza.
No, sandwiches. Because
Oh.
pizza, I went in. Pizza was the first time we used a Bluetooth.
Oh, you're right.
So every episode is kind of added this Mission Impossible style. Like
it just gets crazier.
it gets crazier. I want to buy a drone for the next season, whatever the hell.
my
it is.
gosh.
I don't, it hasn't
Drone.
been greenlit, but I just like, how can we buy more weird stuff?
Is
So-
it ever greenlit?
No.
Isn't it always canceled?
It's always
Has it
canceled.
ever come back?
The idea is the
I
series
mean, I feel like it's
Yeah.
blue sky, you know?
It just
Blue
gets
sky.
and there's
sky.
always like a plot line that's thrown in and it just goes nowhere.
Yeah,
Which I
exactly.
love.
Like it writes himself into a corner and then doesn't address it. That's kind of the idea.
But Zach's been thinking about the next phase of Candid
You heard it here
Competition.
first.
Whoa, heard it here
And-
first.
Heard it
What
here
can you
first.
say?
Told Rachel, like I think 2 weeks before this movie premiere, and Rachel was like, "Shut up, shut up! I'm just gonna pretend."
This is news to me.
She's like, too soon, too
Thrilled.
soon, too soon.
Too soon, too
Yeah,
soon.
wow, that's very exciting.
What can you tell us? What tea can you give us, Mags?
I actually don't. I think he was more thinking about the non-scripted portion, but he does have ideas.
Yeah, we have a couple ideas that are, I guess I don't want to say.
Secret.
You're
They're- 'cause they're
noodling.
secret,
Yeah.
but they are.
What are the themes?
What are the feelings attached
The
to
feelings-
it?
I mean,
This one was wedding themes. What's the next theme?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know what the thematic, because Zach kind of writes these Lost style interstitials.
Oh,
that
I
are-
was going to say, it sounded like you were describing Lost, about
Yeah.
writing yourself into a corner, never coming back from it.
Exactly.
Little
He kinda
storylines.
Writes these weird little, like, yeah, I mean, they've been everything from like we did a Social Network
Yep.
homage to like Zach and me. I was in like a 50s wedding dress and goth makeup with 2 babies.
Yeah.
And Zach was himself as a
When he
little
like
boy.
punches the wall, that's
Yeah. It was like
Marriage Story.
yeah, kind of, yeah. But I think the themes for the actual executions are in the similar vein of like the proposal, kind of. I don't want to say too much, but they're super funny and weird. But Goth Miles came because we were doing the sandwich video and we're going into these restaurants and we're like, okay, with the pizzas, like when Miles went in and talked to them, we shot through the window and it was fun, but how can we get more? Because we always have to blur their face anyway, but we want to get them like making the sandwich. We want to get as much of the action as we can. So I was like, okay, well, let's do a GoPro. Like, what if I strap a GoPro to me somehow? And we have a thing in there where we kind of like made up this conversation. But in real life, I was like, well, let's have a GoPro. What if it's like a GoPro choker? And then we were like, well, who wears chokers? How can we hide that on your person? It was like, what if it's a goth choker and you're in goth makeup so people don't notice the choker?
my
it was
God.
like, that is how it started. And so I wore the goth.
The art of distraction.
Yeah, and I got a choker, and then we strapped a GoPro to it, and I added studs,
Yeah.
like little bejeweled studs to it.
And eye
then
makeup.
The idea was I look so crazy that you're not even going to see the GoPro, but it's so obviously a GoPro
It's so funny.
that yeah, that's very fun.
Whoa.
And then we asked audience questions, and one of them, who does your goth makeup the best?
Ooh,
Yeah.
oh, that's tough. It's really changed over the years. Desiree said that the first thing that she did at the company was put on my goth makeup because we were shooting one of them. I don't even know which one, but that on her first day, she was tasked with putting on my goth makeup.
Welcome
And
to the
how'd she do?
company.
I think she did a fantastic job. A little bit of color on the top is the key.
Yeah.
Oh, a little color on the top, I see.
Sort of a mua.
Yeah.
Speaking of our audience questions.
Yes,
Miles, we have some that are specific for you, some that are specific for Maggie, but feel free to jump in.
absolutely.
Wherever your heart desires. Our audience wants to know, are there a lot of outtakes? Do you giggle? Do you break character? Do you have to edit these things out? Or are you stone-faced, like, method actor, like you are in goth for a week before you get
Ooh.
to Goth Miles using Goth Miles accent?
I wish that I was that method. But no, there are lots of outtakes because Zach and me, it's one of those things where when we are doing it, it does feel like I can't believe that one, nobody asked us to do this. And we are doing this incredibly difficult, like,
Yeah.
we're like putting on goth makeup or like for the Sephora one, I was like in a suit.
A
We
work
had
of art.
printed out a fake script for a season of American Horror Story that did not exist. And I went with like Jared Popkin to one of the makeup stores, and I'm telling them like I'm an agent and this is my client, and we need to do a makeup look because for this audition, but we're gonna rehearse the audition in front of you while you're doing the makeup look. And it's like there's so many steps to it that like it really in those moments I'm in character. Like when I have to talk to people, I'm also when I'm goth, I'm so sweet because I know that I look ridiculous. So I'm just like, hey, thank you so much. Like it's yeah, like what do you think I should get? Like I'm trying to be just as open as possible.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of outtakes of us just giggling and being like, this is ridiculous.
You left Jared Popkin at one point too for him to walk the entire mall by himself in full like rainbow eyeshadow makeup. Where did you go, Mr.
We went
Age?
to, oh my God, it's on the second floor of the Galleria.
Definitely went to go get a pretzel.
Bloomingdale's, Macy's.
Yeah.
He went
We
to
did
go get a Cinnabon.
Nordstrom, we did Sephora, and then he was upset, but I had to go. And so there was a conversation of me being like, I'm so sorry, Jared, but I have to leave you here. And he's like,
No.
What are you talking about? What? You can't leave me here. This is crazy. And he looked by far the most insane on the video. So
And there was no one with him filming. I mean,
No.
it was like done. It wasn't for the thing. It was just time was up
if
for
friends walked by, they would
employees.
think he was just there.
Yeah.
By himself getting a look done.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. The last few years have been incredibly stressful. A lot has changed in our lives personally and professionally, and there hasn't been a lot of time to just like work on ourselves during the week. It's super easy to get caught up in what everyone else needs for you, and it's hard to take a moment to think about just what you need. Therapy can give you the tools to find more balance in your life so you can keep supporting others without leaving yourself behind. And that's why we here at You Can Sit With Us absolutely love therapy. It's really great to have someone that you can bounce ideas off of, someone that you can talk to, and really just taking that hour to yourself and working on your issues. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/sitwithus today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/sitwithus.
I hate when I forget something at the grocery store. You just get home and you forgot that one item and you're ready to cook dinner and you can't live without it. You've trusted DoorDash to deliver your restaurant favorites, and now you can get grocery delivery that actually delivers too. With thousands of grocery stores to choose from, you'll find the best in your neighborhood and boost your local economy with each and every order. You'll get exactly what you ordered, or we'll make it right. So sit back and enjoy quality groceries, just like you picked them yourself. Want even more value? You can save on all your grocery and restaurant favorites with a $0 delivery fee on all eligible orders with a Dash Pass membership. Get 50% off your first DoorDash order with up to $10 value when you use code SIT23 at checkout. Limited time offer, terms apply. That's 50% off up to $10 on a 15-min subtotal and $0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code SIT23. Don't forget, that's code SIT23 for 50% off your first order with DoorDash.
Maggie, have you ever heard any crazy stories, either in the process of Zach trying to come up with these ideas or after the fact that you're just like, what on earth?
There was like a moment where Rachel was like, oh, why don't you guys do like a wedding? Or I don't know if she was the one pitching it, but she's like, you and Maggie could get like a lot of like free things if you did the wedding. And Zach was like, Maggie is not it's Miles. It has to be Miles. Miles is part of the universe. We do not
married to Miles.
We do not. I mean, in the Candid Competition universe, I do not exist. I do not exist. We do
But
not.
haven't you cameoed?
Have I cameo? Oh,
Weren't you and Sarah?
did
Yeah.
a cameo because there's in the honeymoon suite, Zach and I are like feeding each other chocolate strawberries and throwing rose petals in the air, and it just cuts briefly to you and Sarah being like,
What?
Like so confused.
as to what's going on.
Yeah, no, that's great.
But as far as just like chaos, I loved watching like the cuts come together and like the non-scripted part, because Zach can only explain. He's like, I have this and like this element, but.
Well, they're all your ideas to begin with, aren't they?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever help him with ideas or
I
things
proposed
like that?
like, oh, you should do.
What's a Maggie idea he's taken? Stolen
by my
classic
Uncredited.
man.
That's right.
Uncredited.
I don't think I've come up with like a concrete. I mean, that man's brain loves coming up with storylines and concepts, but editing wise, like I'll be like, oh, you should do this, but I can't.
Oh, Technical notes.
I mean, I don't edit,
right.
but I'm like,
People don't know this, but Maggie edits almost all the time.
yeah.
Becky
I'm like, the
writes the
pacing.
script for Eat the Menu.
Yeah, exactly.
It's actually not an unscripted
Yeah, it's
channel.
fully scripted from the mind house of Becky.
Yeah, that is always the bit I do to Keith before he like performs somewhere. Like, don't forget the jokes I told you to write down.
Got
He's
it.
like,
So
What's
funny.
the craziest reaction you've gotten from someone?
The craziest reaction. I mean,
Or the craziest thing that's happened that someone else has done.
someone else has done. I mean, people have done like pretty extraordinarily sweet things. Like people like our whole meal was comped at one of the places we got proposed to. And we obviously like tipped the amount of the meal plus because we were like, we're this, you don't have to give us if we're lying to you. Like, don't give us a free meal.
Yeah.
But people are really sweet, and like the employees have like taken pictures of like at PF Chang's, I think it was. Like they took photo. They were like so excited that we were there and stuff. But yeah, like people get really excited because it's also real to them. Which is like, oh, it may be fucked up, but like you are like, it's like, oh my God, I was at work today at my service job and someone got proposed to is like kind of exciting.
Because it's just so humdrum a lot.
And I guess like the more the series has gone, the more it's like, if you're at a pizza, you're still making like a pizza. But now it's like, oh, I'm at my service job and someone's getting proposed to is like not in the job description at all. So, I mean, at the Red Lobster, they drew like a heart with this like red like sauce and like wrote, "Will you marry me?" on a plate with like a lobster. I mean, it really smelled like death in there. But and then we left the lobster in the back of your car.
I remember.
For the whole day of shooting, and we were like, we really should have thrown this away. Like, I don't know why we decided
like
to. I think
to take it.
We felt bad, because we were like, we'll take this to go. Like, we didn't want them to think that we didn't want to eat there. Yeah, the story for that was that we had our first date at the Red Lobster. We were back, and that's why you proposed to me.
Yeah,
Do you put the ring on the little lobster claw?
We asked them if they could, and I believe that they like tried, but it wouldn't work, so they put it on the plate. But we were like, Zach was like, please, like, can you put it on the claw? And they were like, we can't. But at Olive Garden, they shoved it onto a breadstick.
oh, that's nice. Those breadsticks are indestructible.
Yeah, man, they're good.
I remember there was a TikTok that went slightly viral of someone
That's right.
who saw Miles and Zach getting engaged behind them at a dinner.
Yeah.
But they knew who you were like. It was like something, I think when Zach and Maggie like either got engaged or something, and it was a TikTok of the guy saying like, yeah, happy that they're engaged, but I saw Miles and Zach get engaged at this Olive Garden or something a month ago.
No, that is so fun. Like people, we definitely do get recognized about
Bands in the wild.
what we're doing consistently because, like at Olive Garden, at that Olive Garden that day, the hostess was like, "Hey, like I love Try Guys," and it's in the video. It's always a bit like we've been made. Like we have to
Abort.
Yeah,
We gotta
Abort.
run. Has anyone ever been really mad? Do you ever get in trouble?
You've ever been really mad? No,
Or I guess
but-
in trouble. Yeah.
No, we've never gotten in trouble. But we have gotten like people are just like, we don't do that. But it's really rare.
Yeah.
Generally it's like, like I think one person was just like, oh, like we don't do, like we can't, sorry.
Accommodate,
we
or like
can't.
we don't have enough time.
Or like, honestly though, I actually don't know that that's ever happened. Generally it's just like, oh, the person who's going to do that isn't here right now. So like, I don't know how to relay all of this weird information to them. And I don't want you to be mad at us. But typically people will just kind of do it or like do their best.
Yeah.
Little Caesars was the one that really was surprising. They were like really apprehensive when I went in. And they were just like, we can't, like, I don't know. Like, are you sure? Like, just really? And then it was the winner.
Yeah.
They won the video.
Whoa.
Because they were so
Little
creative.
Caesar shout out.
You just have to believe in yourself, you know?
That's right. No delivery. Gotta
Yeah,
pick it
yeah.
up.
Pick it
just
up.
Pick it up. $5.
Gotta pick it up.
Max, speaking about being apprehensive, is there anything our audience wanted to know? Is there anything that you've ever been apprehensive about when Zach's like been like, oh, we're going to go do this? Have you ever been like, wow, I think that's a bad idea?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I remember
Like,
when
no, you're not getting married again.
I
You
know.
ex-married me.
No.
To who? Got Miles?
I remember like the edits coming in, and I just have like really severe secondhand embarrassment, and I'm like, I cannot believe you're doing this, but I like also can't look away. But I remember the day that he's like, I'm gonna go do public engagements with Miles. I'm like, oh God, I can't even imagine.
You're like, hey, cringe.
Not nervous until we got there and we went to the IHOP. It was the first one we did.
Yeah.
And There were so many people in the IHOP at
Were
9
you
a.m.
panicking?
I was worried because it was like, there's so many people. It's also like IHOP. So I was a little worried there was going to be like
Someone
homophobes
scary?
at IHOP.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
God,
know.
that's true.
I was just like,
I'm
I don't
scared.
want people to be really weird to us or something. Like, it's
Yeah.
fucking IHOP. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But IHOP was weird. It was a lot of people. And then
I love that you guys got sign up from Nick, the producer, and been like,
we did get signed off from Nick.
yeah. The only comment that he gave,
He was the gay sign off.
gay
Sign off.
sign off.
Matt did cancel
Wow.
the show. But
No one will be able to watch us.
Nothing is coming out.
yeah.
that's right.
But he gave Zach and Miles his blessing. It's so long that Zach didn't wear Crocs. But I
Yeah.
think Crocs were still worn at IHOP.
Now it's
I can't remember
Well,
that.
now it's canceled.
That's
Now
really
that's
fucked up,
homophobic.
for sure.
He made a promise to
Yeah.
Nick.
My outfit was
And
crazy
now it's
that
gone.
too.
I
did
think
like
you
a
were, you were like in a bucket hat. I mean, it's,
Gen
Rough.
Z.
yeah.
I think I was trying to be
Engaged with a
Gen
bucket
Z.
hat?
Yeah.
Gen Z loves bucket hats, Rainie.
Oh, not anymore. Miles.
Why not?
Oh, honey,
Are they out?
They're out. They're
Canceled.
out. They were in, or for
What's
me,
in
they were
now?
in when I was in high school. So that was a while ago.
So what's in next?
now?
Yeah, berets.
Berets. Yeah.
Berets.
Berets.
Fedora. Fedoras are back.
Fedodo.
A fascinator.
Since when?
Nice. I wore
They're
a
not
fedora
back.
for a week. That'd be good. I did make
That's
a TikTok.
pretty
Yeah,
funny
that's a pretty
video.
good video.
I did make a Candid Competition TikTok on the Try Guys channel that had some of your wedding photos in it.
I saw.
Yeah, it was very.
It was a
fun.
good hook.
Good hook.
Well,
Yeah.
actually,
It was
now
a
that
good
you're
hook.
here, Miles, we've been talking about other people who have wronged us in the past.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And then bombarding them, telling them they're coming into the podcast for one thing.
Yeah.
And then actually it's a red table talk.
I
So
like
we
that.
wanted to red table talk with you.
Yes.
Why are you making TikToks about us? Why is it only about
Yeah.
the boys? Where is ours at?
So I do have a plan for.
You can sit with us TikToks. Where are those?
You can sit with us.
So I do. We are going to be rolling out a You Can Sit With Us.
Oh, when
TikTok.
is this?
2029. 2029. The TikTok account was back ordered.
They're crushing it.
Get it until 2029.
They're trialing tripod.
Interesting.
Yeah, those are coming. But also, so we had success with the tripod TikTok. Me and Rainie have been going vi on the daily.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye on the daily.
So freaking vi.
So proud.
It's not even funny.
Obsessed.
But so Vi, they said, hey, do stuff for the main channel too. And I said, here's one. And it got a lot of views.
Yeah. Crushing it, Miles.
Wow.
So not to brag, but I'm a little TikTok maven now.
Yeah.
So you're
You
basically
live
saying you're
free.
doing it for everyone but us.
But us.
So we started with the tripod TikTok. Guilty pleasures. Supposed to be next. But
Are you shitting me? Are you out of your
right now, I'm
goddamn
making an executive.
mind?
Right now, I'm making an executive decision. You can say this.
We're gonna do a thing for
This is
guilty
a
pleasures.
This is a
over
live
You Can Sit With
announcement.
Us?
You can sit with us.
I love
Will
guilty
be the next
peas.
show.
Let them get their zingers.
But here's the thing. Let me tell you this. I'm gonna need you guys to have some piping takes for the TikTok.
Have you not been watching?
Have you not been listening?
And
Have you
also,
not been listening to
here's
our
the other thing.
I will say that in the last episode, there's this clip that I want to do of Matt, and he's like, "It's AI is just artificial intelligence," and then you make a face that's so. I want to like slow it down, slow mo.
AI is just artificial intelligence.
We content gold. This show is content.
So the other thing I'm gonna have you guys do
Gold.
is I want to have you log into the account on your phones.
Okay,
So
okay.
that you can make organic TikToks as well.
Ooh.
Becky's already on there. She's
I was
commenting
about
on
to
stuff.
say, I don't know if I'm gonna make it for you because I'm too busy making my own content.
Well, it's your show.
I don't even work here,
I know,
Miles.
that's true.
I'm a
Contractor, 1099.
I'm a
But-
freelancer.
1099.
1099, please.
But 1099, please. But I do think it'll be good. I think it'll be fun.
Okay.
I'm just gonna need you guys to be coming with the spicy.
Should we make a TikTok right here? A question for Hank Green is one we already did.
Whoa, question for Hank Green.
Maybe.
I think you guys just have to say really controversial stuff.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, why are people wearing braces? Literally get better teeth.
Just anything that will like
Yeah. That's gonna
Generate
be hot.
a
That's
giant
hot, That's a
reaction.
hot button issue.
That's a hot take.
I mean, we had a lot when we did our bracket episode.
That's true.
That's
Did
true.
you a lot?
We could
There's
slice
some-
those
there's
up.
a lot
Definitely
of
true.
content.
The
in there.
bracket was
Yeah.
a lot. Do you think The Office has more of a cult following or Seinfeld?
Oh, The Office.
Okay.
Because I think
You
The
can sit with
Office.
us.
We win.
Nice. You guys thought, who thought Seinfeld?
No, and it's just where our bracket went.
Yeah, that's
It's
cool.
just ended up being those two at the
Yeah,
top.
because I feel like Seinfeld is like a funny show, but I think it plays less. Actually, I saw a recent thing about this. Speaking of, but it was about Seinfeld versus It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and the premise of the TikTok. It was a TikTok. I read an article.
Some research.
I read an article on TikTok. But it was about how It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is about the characters and how they changed, and sometimes they have genuine growth, and Seinfeld isn't about anything. It's just about the funniness of the show. And I thought that was interesting.
About people stuck in their lives.
Yeah, they're stuck.
Yeah. Amazing.
So what I'm hearing is you're launching our TikTok tomorrow.
No.
That's what I'm hearing. I heard that too.
Absolutely not. But
You're
it
going
is
back on it?
in the pipeline.
Or tomorrow.
I'm putting all the resources that I
Okay.
could possibly think of
Or tomorrow.
Miles
On
pipelines
hold.
are canceled.
For tomorrow.
for tomorrow.
When this episode airs, it will be tomorrow.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this Friday. I'm going to need you to log into that account on your phone so I can
log
say,
in.
hey, Matt, give me that spicy little take. And you're going to be
Yeah.
like, hey,
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
up,
yeah.
guys? I'm just hopping on here to say I'm addressing the drama.
Addressing the drama.
Addressing the drama about my outfit today.
Undressing the drama. would be
Undressing the
better.
drama. I just
That's
think that's a
good.
great trend is to start with like
Undressing the drama.
undressing the drama. Start with something that you think is going to lead into like what, I don't know, somebody being like, hey guys, I had to hop on here to just address like what everyone's been saying. And like chocolate croissants are better than almond. That's all. I think it's like nice to
Thank
launch.
you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you very much. Matt actually did do a TikTok once. He's in a TikTok.
Do you have a TikTok account?
I've done a couple. I think two.
Yeah, we're so proud of you.
Yeah.
You did a TikTok.
Like I think like the year TikTok launched.
Yeah.
I
did a
was
couple.
an OG adopts her.
Yeah.
Wow.
We accidentally went viral amongst Try Guys fans who didn't necessarily know who Matt was because we were a little inebriated, just a tiny bit.
Oh,
It's not
little
illegal
bit.
to be drunk, guys.
Just a little bit. A little bit. And so we did the TikTok, the Sarah Paulson, help the killer is escaping, blah, blah. And I told Matt that I was like a murderer. So he pretended to be a vampire and bite my neck at the end of it. But it fully looks like he went in to kiss me. And it cuts off right there. And people went bananas.
See, because like, okay, I understand that as a company, I have to make TikToks for the You Can Sit With Us account. But I think that you guys getting drunk and coming up with your own TikTok trends to do, and we do them all in one afternoon, is the best fucking idea. Just, I want to set you loose
So
in
what
the
I'm
studio.
hearing is you're organizing a TikTok shoot.
I would love.
A full day.
Yeah, you guys have martinis and then ideate TikTok content. That's the brainstorm. That could be the podcast. And then afterwards, you shoot a bunch of them.
Oh no.
Love it.
That could be the podcast.
That's a great
That'd be-
idea.
do you
actually.
think we could collab with Jasper? Do you know who Jasper is?
Who's that?
Is anyone here on Jasper TikTok? I know I've said it's the doll
Jasper.
that I sent you.
Is this a steamy person?
No, Jasper's taking over the internet.
Oh,
If
yes,
you're
yes, yes,
on
yes.
the feral side of TikTok, Jasper is clearly a child. Like it's a 15-year-old
Yeah.
who has a doll that she's put nail polish on her face and she talks like this. Have you ever seen the one that's like, what? I'm making a video.
I have not.
That's
You're
I'll
on a
send you
different type of
Jasper.
TikTok. You're down the rabbit hole so far. You're on Jasper TikTok.
Jasper's TikTok almost got
Jasper talk.
deleted, and then
Whoa.
the people, contacted TikTok and were like, "Do not delete Jasper from our lives."
Wow.
She
Jasper's
sings
real.
songs.
Jasper's alive and well.
Jasper's alive and well. I'll play you a clip
Feral.
That's good. I feel like I need to recalibrate
just to divert
my
us.
TikTok.
I
So
know.
send me some good TikToks so I can fave them.
Oh, recalibrate your FYP.
My FYP needs to be recal.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's
Who's your
just-
algorithm destroyer? Do you have a friend who just like sends you the worst of the worst?
I love, by the way, Algorithm Destroyer is a great brand name for us to start.
Yeah, you should. We have a friend who's an algorithm destroyer. He sends us like horrible like kids and family content. And we're like,
Oh, no. I don't want to see that.
yeah.
Yeah.
bad.
It's like a kid having a tantrum for having to make a YouTube video or something.
Oh, here's Jasper.
Guys,
like that.
what?
I already hate it.
What are you doing?
I'm making a video,
Okay, that's awesome, but I need you to clean your room. Now, please.
but
I do not care for that. That is
I
so
do not
scary.
care for that.
How many likes does that have?
That one has like over 1 million.
Oh.
Over 1 million?
Jaspy's getting getting close to 1 million. Let me
How
see
many followers
We have to make Jasper TikToks now.
Make Jasper TikTok.
You will get the most deranged people following you
that
if you
is
make
fucking
Jasper
crazy.
TikToks.
Me
I
and
do-
the,
yeah.
Large swath of
Jasper
people.
the doll has 7,600
7,000.
not very many.
K.
Oh, yeah.
768K.
7,000 K. You mean 1 million?
700,000.
700.
Almost 800,000 followers.
That's a lot.
Hey,
And guess how many likes Jasper has?
4 million.
10.9 million.
10G.
This
million.
is a crazy thing that I've not seen. I can't believe it. TikTok is so vast.
I do have an idea for a TikTok for my account.
Whoa.
So I want you guys to punch it out.
Rainie's account?
Oh,
Absolutely.
Mine.
Rain
I think
on
Rainie
us,
could be the
Rainie.
next
What is
Amelia.
it?
Thank you so much, Miles. So my idea is to say, telling all my coworkers, showing all my coworkers how long my hair is. And then I just go around and show them.
Oh.
It should just be their reaction.
Oh,
So it's showing all my it's you showing all my coworkers how long my hair is, and then it's other people being like, "Oh,
Didn't you do one like that before, Rainey?
Yeah.
And then it did well, so then I'm trying to,
But wasn't it a book,
Theme it up.
a book that
thing.
you finished reading, but only Will was available in the office?
Yeah.
You
I had
forgot about
already-
it?
Yeah, I had told everybody at lunch already. So I was like, oh, wait, but then Will came in late, obviously.
yeah."
So
obviously.
Rainey, I think,
Called out.
I think your TikTok should be your thoughts unfiltered and brief.
well, here's what I'll say. I tried to do ranking horses' manes, and it didn't do well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, because it's like I want you to be like. I want you
That's
to look
niche.
right into camera and just say, I have an idea for TikTok where I just have my long hair and I show my coworkers my long hair. Bye, guys. Like, I want you surmised into a little clip.
Well, like, how long is your hair?
How long is your hair? You haven't showed us.
I know, look at this.
You can cut this clip.
Yeah, right? It's us. First TikTok. That's long.
wow.
I
It's
know.
pretty long.
That
I
is
remember
get a
when you first
haircut.
cut your hair.
Yeah.
It's
I know, in my
long, but it's
70s.
not shockingly long.
Oh. I don't think it would be if I saw you in the street,
What
I
I
wouldn't be
think,
like, look
what
at
I
that
think you
long
should do is put like crazy extensions in, and you put it back underneath like you just had.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you let it go, it just keeps coming, coming.
Yeah.
that would be good.
I think Matt's ready to film this TikTok with you.
Yeah.
He is volunteering
huge.
left and right.
This is it's gonna become a prank talk account.
Prank talk.
Prank talk.
Prank talk.
But you're also blowing up on TikTok, Miles.
Please, please.
Yeah, Miles, you've been all over the place.
Please, please, please,
At
please.
Miles
blown up.
Bond.
No pictures, no pictures. Yeah, I'm trying to make more TikToks. I find that it's just like I have to do it every day. If I don't do
a
it
lot of
every
work.
day, TikTok it works if you do it every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like I have a good little thing where I'm in my car. I'm like every time my rule was every time I get a coffee, I have to make a TikTok.
Oh.
So every time I
that's
buy
a
a
good one.
coffee, I have to reward the algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Make it a little routine, part of your
It's
day.
also just like it's not that like I find that for TikTok, I'm just like I just need to condense a thought that I have,
Yeah.
and just put it in a funny package. It doesn't have to be like
Yeah.
I don't have to really do a trend. It's just like do this.
yeah.
Yeah. I do like that TikTok is very low stakes in the way that you, as a creator, will make no money from doing it.
No,
So there is
Yeah.
like no risk into uploading just whatever you
Yeah.
want to upload. Like
Yeah.
All promo.
videos that get millions of views, here's $5.
It's crazy. That's why it's like it's just a marketing machine. It's like
Yeah.
if you get views, it's like oh cool, that might help my other stuff. But if it doesn't do well, it's like well whatever. Like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. Oh,
And I
well,
like that it's
have
not
the other
served
platform.
to your friends, so you never have to worry.
Although
about
I will say every once in a while it's someone from your contacts, and I'm like, I cannot have this random girl like looking at my stuff.
Really? You're
Yeah.
worried they're gonna look at your stuff.
Well, because like for example, this girl like from my college who was like 2 years older than me came up on mine and was like, she's in your contacts, and I was like, oh Lord, I can't imagine this going the other way. And this is like I'm getting kind of secondhand embarrassment, I hate to say, from her TikTok.
Oh, from her.
But I'm sure she would get it from mine too. She'd be like,
You think so?
Rainie Toll? Yeah, I think so.
She hates
Especially
you.
Well, that's why I think it's like if your personality, you also should try to make your TikTok a version of your personality. So it's like if your TikTok was you like doing dances, I would be like, that's not what Rainie like is like in real life.
yeah.
Or like your TikTok is just like your thoughts about
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not putting on airs about like you being somebody else.
Not even putting on makeup.
But that's where cringe comes from.
Yeah.
Cringe.
True.
was
Is
invented.
Being not genuine.
Yeah, not genuine.
Yeah.
The event of cringe. The
event.
first cringe. What do you
The
think the first
advent.
cringe ever was?
A caveman being like, oh my God. Do you see like
ew.
Bomb?
Yeah.
He was being so weird at the bonfire.
Yeah. He wasn't being true to himself. Bonbon.
Like Gronk. You see Gronk? Oh my God, Gronk was like really like being weird at the bonfire. Like,
These are beautiful names.
Yeah, those are beautiful. And if you don't
Those are beautiful
believe in
names.
evolution, I think the first ick would have been when Jesus came back to life. I'd have been like,
you were like,
ooh,
ooh, he's back?
you were dead? We had a funeral for you? Ooh, now you're
Oh my
back.
God.
Wow.
Becky's trying to get canceled again.
Did you guys see the manger? Like, I get that there was no rooms at the.
But on all that hay,
On
wouldn't it
all
get
that hay,
everywhere?
so itchy. Literally.
Ooh.
Ouch.
And like 3 men watching.
Yuck.
I mean, the presents are nice.
There
but
was
like,
a goat. I heard
ooh.
there was a goat there. People gossiping. Actually, there is actually a book about not a it's the Bible. I'm mentioning it's the Bible.
There's a book.
I think you guys should read.
I think
the
you'd
New
really
Testament.
like it.
No, there's a book about it's a history.
It's called the Book,
this the
the Book of Mormon.
Are you still talking about the Bible?
No, there's a book about history that's came out recently, but essentially the main history. The main thing the book posits is when you think about people throughout history, you're probably picturing like, okay, when you think about like Athens or something like that, and these people, you're sort of picturing them and they're sort of like presenting outward and they're like, you know, here's the courts of whatever. And the book posits this idea that it's like the social aspect of human beings has always been relatively the same. The only difference is access to information. So
That's interesting.
like people were gossiping in Rome being like, oh my God, he's being so weird.
Do you
Like,
see how they voted?
No.
yeah,
Nothing's
like
changed.
people were doing that like one for one how we are doing it. The only difference is they didn't have access to the, you know, thousands, hundreds of thousands of years of information that people have been like, oh, if you put a potato here, it's going to grow. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's
Into a
really
potato
interesting.
chip, yeah.
Yeah. It's an interesting way to think about history because when you think about like Jerusalem however long ago, it's like, no, people were just being like,
Yeah.
can you like get your stuff off my farm? Like, I don't know why you keep crossing here.
I think that's why those TikToks are blowing up so much of people doing.
Yeah.
There's like 2 really big creators that do like the, you know, Goody Proctor when she realized that she accused the wrong person.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, I am so sorry.
Isn't he like Octopus
Like,
Lover? that
yes,
name?
Octopus
So
Lover is one
funny.
of them, but there's another gal that does it. And I will say she's been doing it a little longer. Just as like a shout out. I'm not saying, I think all ideas on the internet are the same idea.
Oh.
So I don't really believe in like stealing internet content unless it's like
That's
shot for
actually-
shot.
That's interesting. Yeah, my sister said that too.
But it's
Yeah.
just, I think it's not the same one. It's just the same premise. Like
the same premise
Old stuff
of-
done modern.
Yes,
Yeah.
old stuff done modern. Someone
oh.
finds out, you know, that they can't get on the ark.
Yeah. Really
like
funny.
really short clips.
He
But
did-
Pretty good idea.
He did one recently.
right?
Octopus Lover did one that was like Pepsi Max Diet Pepsi finding out about Pepsi Max or something.
Oh my
He's
God.
like, what? That's literally the same thing. Am I?
yes, they are so funny. But that's what that reminds me of.
Yeah.
Is that book
No,
you were
that's-
talking
yeah,
about.
That's pretty interesting. There's a show actually called Plebes that I highly recommend everyone watch. It's about Rome, like ancient Rome, and these people who are plebes, like, and they just talk with British accents. It's like a British comedy, but they're just like, "You guys want to find the orgy? Like, I would love to get into the orgy." Like, there's an episode where they're trying to get into one of the orgies, but they're not like cool enough. It's really great. Highly recommend.
In ancient Greece, you think of it as white pillars, but they were all painted like crazy colors, like bright colors.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Isn't that wild?
I
Doesn't
didn't
that
know that.
transform?
How'd you find
Actually,
that out?
when I was in New York, that was at the Met.
Oh.
That's our exhibit right now.
This is a history podcast.
This is
Now, a
you're
history
all
podcast.
learning.
Yeah, my source though was I took classical mythology in college because I thought it was just gonna be like Percy Jackson. It was so hard.
Legit.
It was so
Classical
hard.
mythology is probably really hard.
Yeah, it was like memorizing a bunch of Greek names, and I was like, excuse me, I should have taken pass fail, but I didn't.
YOLO.
I'm trying
okay.
I don't remember if I took any classes pass fail, but that's a real key.
I didn't know what that was until I'd already graduated.
Yeah.
And I wish I
Yeah.
would have.
Yeah, the only thing is at my school, at least, you didn't get credit. Like you had to retake the
You got
requirement.
hours though, right? I think it's like, that's why I remember why I did it because you got credit hours, but you didn't get Like if you needed a requirement.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
an
It
English
probably was
requirement,
that.
You couldn't get that, but you could get like credit hours to take more classes. Like I just found out my cousin is not going to graduate.
Gossip.
She has to graduate later because she has all the requirements, but she didn't have enough classes.
Oh.
So she has to
That's
take
so
some
annoying.
fucking class. Doesn't that suck?
That's,
so
that's a
annoying.
money thing.
Her guidance
That's a mon-
counselor
They're like, pay
didn't
me
tell
more
her
money.
until the
Do it
last
online.
semester before
Yeah.
she graduated.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Do it online.
Yeah.
One of my friends' little sisters who's in high school is taking gym class online right now.
What? That's cool.
Is it? I guess like during the pandemic, it's like you could take gym classes online.
Yeah.
all over the
Is
place.
it just
Yeah.
like Zumba or like?
No, well, she said
It's just Zumba.
Zumba
I
is
think
really
she was
funny.
kind of smart. She wins. All you do is watch videos. Nobody's watching her. She doesn't have to send anything in. She just has to watch these fitness videos. And I'm like,
With her
I
camera
would have
off,
been
like, I'm
so
working
good
out.
at gym.
Yeah.
Watching people work out.
Yeah, easy.
Sports.
I'll put on a Peloton class and just sit down.
Feel motivated.
Yeah,
Just
what did
to
you
hear
guys,
their voices.
What did you guys think of gym in high school? Middle school and high school. Did you guys have it?
We had it in middle
Hated
school.
it.
I don't really remember. Actually, did we have it in middle school? I feel like we had PE credits for different stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and like there were gym classes, but I don't really remember taking it in high school.
We had to. We had to take it every year.
Yeah, it was required for us as well.
Did you ever get chosen last?
I felt all the time. I feel like middle school was, I don't know, my elementary middle school was combined, and they were so mean about gym. They would like time us every so often on like how long
Terrible.
the mile was.
Oh.
And I
Residential
just,
fitness test.
yeah. Whereas high school wasn't high school, it was like choose your own adventure. During like the hour of gym that we
Yeah,
had.
and I guess you could probably like do swimming. Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, we were required. Illinois, shout out, one of the last states to require children to take PE every single semester of every year of their whole lives
Wow.
until you go to college.
Wow.
But caveat, if you're in varsity band or varsity sport
Yeah.
and you're a junior, senior, you don't have to take gym class.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
obviously I was on varsity badminton until they kicked me off because I was not attending badminton tournaments.
funny.
I did like 3 tournaments.
That's iconic.
Yeah.
Becky, the badminton girl.
I was
Rack
a
fight
badminton
sport.
baddie.
I'm glad they
Daddy.
included band in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
cool.
Band's so athletic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, marching band.
Oh, okay.
It was marching band, yeah. Because you're
Playing the flout.
standing all
You're
the time.
standing,
Moving in groups.
Yeah.
expanding those lungs.
I loved, though, they gave us this one class that you could take when you were a senior, and it was called Challenge Ed. And it was, we had a rock climbing wall, so we did a rock climbing unit. We had a kayaking unit in the pool. We would go in these kayaks, and then I didn't realize my mom didn't know that we did this because I assumed you would have had to get a waiver signed, but apparently we didn't. We went in the kayaks on the high dive, and they pushed us off into the deep end.
Oh my God, that sounds so fun.
And you had to like tip yourself back over if you flipped.
Wait,
And my mom was like, I absolutely would have not said yes to that.
Yeah, that's wild.
Isn't that cool? It was really fun.
Yeah, I did whitewater rafting at one point. It was super fun.
Yeah.
I
in
miss
gym?
stuff like that. No.
Oh, just in general.
In my life. I do actually remember, I have been missing recently group fitness of some kind.
Yeah.
Like I've been
There's a
wanting-
lot of hit classes out there.
Yeah, like I've been wanting to take a class or do a dodgeball or like a
dodgeball?
softball with a group. I just feel like that kind of stuff is actually really
There
fun.
are
when
a lot
the
of teams.
stakes-
Yeah.
When the stakes are not high and it's with people you like, that stuff can be really fun.
Like
Yeah.
bocce ball.
We've been trying
Yeah,
to
bocce.
do the Try Guys softball or dodgeball team for like the
Yes.
longest
We
time.
played Team 10.
Because I feel like we could, and we could fight
Yeah.
Good Mythical. We
Yeah.
could
Fight. Wow.
fight.
Fight.
We could fight some like hype houses.
Although Mythical has like a lot of buff guys, I feel like.
No.
They
But
also
yeah.
have like 10,000 employees.
That's true.
Yeah.
Josh would not be allowed to play.
He's buff.
I would tell him,
He's super
get back
buff.
to the kitchen, you.
Yeah. But that would be fun. I feel like it would expand the larger community too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think it should be
Like-minded people who work
kickball,
at similar
though.
companies. I always thought that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be nice to hang out with people that you don't have to explain your job to.
Totally.
Like in detail.
Yeah.
No, 100. I'm always like, yeah, like I don't know. It's
Yeah.
I'm like I run a podcast, and they're like, why do you have Instagram followers like this? It's like I don't know. It's hard
Because of
to
the
explain.
podcast.
It's the podcast.
With like condescending and they're
Yeah.
like, oh, but
Or
like,
it's like,
oh,
oh,
you
podcast.
do.
It's also
But
hard
why?
to tell people like I produce podcasts, and then I have to be like, but they are like people listen to them. Like people actually for real listen to them though. Like
Yeah.
it's not like
Put
I know
them
that people.
out into the world.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
aliens to hear.
Yeah.
I do love that. Oh, you can make money doing that?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's so
And
crazy
I always want to be
me.
like, how much money do you make?
I want to make a TikTok.
Wow.
Actually.
Tell me.
Becky's ready to fight.
Becky's ready
She
to
wants
go.
to fight all
I'm
these
ready
people.
to fight.
By the way, I looked at my net worth last night.
Whoa.
$9 million.
59 million.
Are you serious?
I could not believe that was the number. I was like, Where the fuck do these people think I'm getting
Miley
$9
B
million?
is getting us
I
lunch.
don't know, like, who even puts those sites together?
I don't know. I have no idea. I think it's honestly just algorithm based, maybe. So the more searches something gets, the higher the number is. I don't know. Maybe that's totally
weird.
wrong. But I was like, I don't know where the fuck. I was like, yeah, it was crazy. Oh, I was gonna say something. Oh, I want to make a TikTok that's speaking of would be like, I don't really know what the way in is, but I want to be like, do something along the lines of what you're talking about. That's just like, I have healthcare from this, and then like a really dumb clip of the podcast or something where I'm like rapping or singing or like making a fool of myself. I just think that could be a little trend because it is like our job is so weird, but it's just like, oh yeah, it is like my job.
You could also clip together like a little montage of things I've done for health insurance. Yeah. And it's like goth miles.
Oh, that's really, Becky.
Very good.
Good
punch up.
Becky's getting the tag.
Get it?
Oh yeah, I guess Miles, you're sort of like one of the kings of pop culture in The Office. You watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
At least you did before you had a kid.
I am a king of pop culture. Yeah.
Do you have any show recommendations? You want to shout out?
What are you
to
watching? What are you
children?
thinking? What are you excited about?
Chitlins?
This is a great question, and the answer is unfortunately not that interesting because I've been so busy. I watched all of Last of Us for season 1, and I actually played the video game in 2013 when it came out, and I loved it then. And it's the same story. Some of the stuff is shot for shot, literally.
Yeah, it's a word per word.
A lot of it's word per word, and so I really liked the show. I thought it was really fun and kind of great. If you like that kind of thing. What the fuck have I been watching? Oh, you know what I have been watching?
VeggieTales.
That I really am into. No, is it? Do you like it though?
Yeah, I just.
You do.
Oh, I gotta watch
Very,
that.
very good.
I love Billie Eilish. I'm a big fan.
She's only in one episode. Sorry.
Spoiler. No, I'm kidding.
No, he's like,
Really?
no,
One
I won't
episode?
watch
She's
it.
only in one episode.
I guess they're just doing a lot of promo with her because she's fucking Billie Eilish.
They are.
But I've been watching You season.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Season 2.
Been there.
Season 2.
And I know I'm behind, but I'm just like really enjoying it, and I think it's really good.
Who's the love interest right now?
Love.
Okay.
Love is love.
Love is love. in
It's the
season
LA.
2.
It's the first season in LA.
Okay.
I Wolf You.
And
Did you get to I Wolf You yet?
Oh my God, spoilers. I don't know what that means. But
Lots of East LA references
I just
and
find that it's
shout-outs.
a great little trashy show.
Yeah.
Like
It
it's
is.
really fun, and I think it's like kind of great.
Yeah.
Do you now have a fantasy of being locked in a cage?
The glass box?
The glass box?
I don't.
Because I feel like a lot of people do now.
Really?
Yeah.
Being locked in a glass box?
Yeah, they think it's
Drew
hot. Like Drew
Barrymore
Barrymore did it on her show.
Drew Barrymore did it?
Yeah.
She did it.
And then Joe came out and was
Really?
like, hello, Drew.
No
You shouldn't want
way.
this. Yeah.
Oh, that's super funny.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore, I think, is great.
Yeah.
I think she's
Living.
an angel.
I love her whole mentality.
Yeah.
She's really, really like kind of become a sweetie pants. And when that show came out, her talk show, I like naysayed it because I was like,
You're like,
because I didn't have any context for why it was happening. I didn't really know that she was going through this sort of self-actualization thing.
You
And I was
didn't
like,
know
oh.
Drew.
I was
You
like,
didn't
why
know
does
Drew.
Drew
You
Barrymore
didn't
need a
know
talk
her.
show? I was just like, this is so weird. Like, it feels like she's just trying to stay relevant. And then it's like, oh no, the show's so charming and she's really genuine.
yeah.
I really like it.
Her and Kelly Clarkson are the real
Yeah,
daytime
Kelly's
queens
been great
now.
too. Yeah, yeah.
Their shows are just so cute.
Yeah.
They're just so
Yeah.
adorable.
I
Daytime.
get cute.
I would love to have a talk show.
A daytime talk show?
Late night.
You would do a late night with Rainie Toll?
Would you?
Oh, would I host a late night talk show? I think that it would be. Ooh, that's interesting. If I was offered it, would I take it?
Yeah.
How much money are they? No, I think
Negative money.
$5 million.
I think the hard part about that is I would probably want to do it in a way that it didn't feel like a late night talk show.
Well, and actually,
And I wouldn't want it to be
yeah.
called like late night with whoever.
And Daytime with Miles.
Honestly,
And it's
hosting
actually
a
filmed with
hosting a-
daylights.
hosting a crazy daytime talk show would maybe be more fun nowadays.
I would do talk show.
Yeah,
I would do talk show.
Daytime.
daytime would be more fun. I think.
You get more people on it.
Treat it like
Do
late
more
night, but have it
things.
be daytime.
Yeah.
You can have
It
things
can
be
come out at
daytime
night, I
on the
don't
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They come out at 2 a.m.
Like, why are the nighttime talk shows always? They look like it's night in there.
Yeah. Why don't they get some sunshine in there? Do a different color palette.
Yeah, that's interesting. Has that
Yeah.
ever
It's all
been-
like
I think
dark
they want you to think
blues
it's
and-
happening now.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is
You're
crazy
watching
'cause
at
it
8
happens
p.m.
at 3,
It looks like it's 8 p.m. Yeah.
Because
I obviously
interned-
film it. Yeah, like during the day.
I interned for Seth Meyers, and we they record the show at 3 p.m. and then it's just like done later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you have the inside scoop on what it's really like.
It was crazy. Seth was wild. No, he was obviously so sweet and very nice and very quiet. I mean, I was an intern, so he wasn't like picking my brain about anything. But hey, tell me about this monologue joke. No, he was, but he was totally nice, and the show was interesting. It was in the first season of the show.
That's sort of fascinating that he was quiet. I sort of like that.
I mean, he's a writer. He's like not a performer, but he has performed because he was good at performing his own material. He used to be a cast member on SNL, but then they were like, "You're just better at doing updates, so just do that." But then on the show, I don't think he wanted to be the host of a show like that until it was brought up to him that he should do it.
Just like you.
Just like me.
I feel like that's how a lot of the Weekend Update people are.
Yeah.
Well, after, the old 80s people were done, they only do Weekend Update. Like, could you imagine Colin Jost in a sketch?
Ugh.
It'd be like, talk about cringe.
Imagine Colin Jost in a sketch.
Like, there would be no sketch. I mean, other than him playing like a Republican senator.
Yeah.
or
Like he could
something.
probably do that if he sounded like himself.
Yeah, he wouldn't play a character. It
Yeah.
would just be him.
But I think, speaking of daytime talk shows, we're all over the place today. It's a fun conversation.
we're
Oprah who?
everywhere.
Have you guys seen the daytime talk show? It's scripted. Well, it's not really scripted. It's improvised, but it's with Ben Schwartz and Lauren Lapkus.
Oh.
You seen this?
No, I've
Oh
never
my
heard of
God,
it.
it's so fucking
What's it
funny.
on?
God, what is it called? Rainie, can you Google what it's called? Just search
Yeah.
Ben Schwartz, Lauren Lapkus daytime talk show. There's a show where the whole premise is every episode is a different day of this daytime talk show, as if Ben Schwartz and Lauren Lapkus host a daytime talk show as these characters, and Ben Schwartz gets broken up with he tries to propose to his girlfriend, he gets broken up with live on air in the first episode, and then every subsequent episode is a different stage of grief. So the first one is denial, the second one is like anger.
Oh, no.
And
Dabda.
yeah, it's so funny and it's all improvised. So not only can you watch the episodes, but you can also watch the outtakes. It's like 2 hours long because they did alternate takes for all of it.
Wow.
And they're two of the funniest people on the
Wow.
planet. So it's really, really awesome.
Really going deep with those, huh?
It's called The Earliest Show.
the
and
earliest show.
It was made in 2016.
Yeah, it's Funny or Die. man.
Wow.
But recently clips have been going viral on TikTok. I think that's why people are talking about it again.
Resurgence.
Resurge. That's the power of the algo.
The algo.
Resurgence.
Funny or Die was like so hot back in the day. Like they were making a lot of.
Yeah, do cool stuff.
Will Ferrell did that, like the little girl. That was so cute.
They did a lot of cool stuff, and I think the problem with Funny or Die is that eventually they like laid off everybody. Similar to like what BuzzFeed did, similar to what like College Humor did. It's just like it's really hard to make money like that
Yeah.
as a digital media company. What are we doing here?
Oh boy.
Funny or Die was awesome.
Thank
right?
you. Thank you so much for joining us today, Miles. I'm so excited for our TikTok to launch tomorrow.
It was my pleasure to launch a
Yeah.
TikTok. Come in, guys. 2026. Keep
So
an eye
excited.
out for that. We're so excited.
For the
Miles,
TikTok
do you have
launching
like
tomorrow.
a little advice that'll go for
Oh,
Miles, like
very
really
good,
quick,
Maggie.
like 3 words.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
3
Oh,
words.
yeah.
You could do 4 or 5.
You know what I'll say?
What?
Tomato paste
Mm-hmm.
in the ice cube tray.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love.
My mom did it. She was here for a while helping us out with the baby and stuff like that. My parents were here. And my mom, I
You
was like,
never know what to do with so much of it.
I was like, also like,
always need
why is, like, I was confused, but then I was like, oh, this makes a ton of sense. It's
I
ice cube
literally
size amount.
threw tomato
Sauce.
paste away last night. That
Should've
was
put it
sitting
in
in the refrigerator for too long.
No.
So I will do that.
Ice
Thank you,
cube tray.
Miles.
You could also put it in your little stasher bag and just make the little tick marks on it.
Yeah.
That was on the Tickety Talk.
Stashers.
And then you go
Sarah loves a stasher. Impossible
Love a
to clean.
stasher.
But
Impossible to clean.
dishwasher.
I know.
Dishwasher.
Then I get worried because the watermarks.
Yeah. And it
Worried.
gets like sometimes it gets in the little crevices of the.
You know what I did actually recently?
What?
We got it in the episode. No,
Never
my
mind.
dad-
Never.
My dad, because we'd been buying big jugs of water to put in the formula machine for the baby, because like LA water, like I do drink it. I was drinking it normally, but for a baby, I don't want to, whatever.
Yeah.
So there's microplastics and shit that I'm fine to drink, but I don't want to give to my baby. So my dad was like, oh, I got you guys. Like, I'm going to install a reverse osmosis filtration thing and a separate little faucet.
Yeah.
Which I think most people have this like in their fridge or whatever.
That's cool.
Like a little thing, but we don't have that. So he built a little thing
Wow.
and he
Thanks,
ran the
Dad.
water and did all the plumbing. And so now we
Jeez.
have a little
Whoa.
reverse osmosis filtration
Thanks, Dad.
for water. And that's
Can he come
been-
to my house?
Yeah.
he's coming over.
Yeah.
But I noticed the taste of the LA water. Before I was just drinking it carte blanche.
Yeah.
Oh my
And now I'm
God.
realizing, there is a like harsh stinkiness that you don't notice unless you're drinking the clean stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So get Miles's dad for your home.
Get my dad to come to your house. Call him at 111.
Everyone message Miles.
Yeah.
Can I get your
Sign
dad
up
my
to get
house?
his dad.
Your retired father.
Miles, thank you so much for joining us. Do you want to plug anything?
Oh
you
my
working on
God.
anything?
Oh,
I mean, we
yeah.
all know Perfect Person podcast.
Thank you. Listen to Perfect Person, my call and advice show, where I make your life flawless.
Yes.
And follow me on Instagram at Miles Bond.
Not TikTok?
Follow me on TikTok. I'm trying to grow that puppy bigger.
Yeah.
Are you Miles Bond on all platforms?
I am Miles Bond on all platforms.
Miles
Shout out
Bond.
to Caitlin, who got me brand uniformity using company resources that she probably shouldn't have.
Wow. Shout outs to her.
Call her out, jeez. And we're so excited for you to launch our TikTok tomorrow.
And guys,
Thank you so much for
stay
joining us
tuned.
on You
Coming
Can
later
Sit
this
With
in the
Us.
year 2026.
Okay. We're excited.
Cut out all the 2026. Keep it for tomorrow.
Keep it in for tomorrow.
Use the
Hold him accountable. You know what I
By the
mean?
way, you know the
Pull it
account
from-
exists, right?
No.
The account, it's live. You know what he was going to say?
What's on
The
it?
account's live. We just haven't posted. I think we posted
Well,
one
what are you
clip.
waiting for?
Oh.
Wait, did we?
Yeah. The account is.
So what have you been waiting
yeah.
The
for?
account's up.
What are you waiting for?
Go follow the account. We don't even post anything yet. But you know what we should do? We should go live on the TikTok account.
Whoa.
And you'll be like, I'm going live until someone makes me laugh. And Matt's like, that's not funny. And then we get a bunch of followers that way.
Wow.
Not funny.
His face.
I love Miles.
You know what
strategy.
actually would be fun? You guys, so I'm throwing away a million ideas. We can do a slime side by side with one of you talking about something. You know that trend on the thing where it's like somebody on a podcast clip and then a slime, like a image of someone playing with slime.
yeah.
Or like a
thought
temple
you meant
run, like it's like
getting
someone
slimed.
temple running, and then you being like,
Yeah.
so what actually happened? Like, and it's you talking.
Oh,
It's not a bad idea.
Soap getting cut.
Yeah. Soap cutting.
Yeah.
But
So
maybe
actually,
I'm doing
yeah.
the soap cutting. It's just a dove and I'm chopping it. This is actually a good idea. We're doing this today.
Yeah.
Good thing we recorded all this.
Not for you to sit with us.
Well, anyway. That was beautiful. Matt and Miles actually do really like each other as people.
Matt came to my house. Matt's been to my house
I've been to your house
for my wedding.
Wow.
for your wedding.
Wow.
He was a lovely guest. But, and you met two of your close friends at my wedding.
Yeah, now I have two best friends.
I know.
Poached.
Poached.
2 more than he had before.
Bring the grand
guys.
total to 2.
2. If he's nice, they'll stay. But make sure you're following Miles Bonsignore. Make sure you're getting Rainie on Raya.
Thank you.
Hashtag Rainie on Raya.
Raya.
Be nice to people. Wash your hands. Pee after sex. Get vaccinated for all the things you need to be vaccinated for. Wear your mask if you're feeling sick. And
Follow us on TikTok
follow us on TikTok. And Miles is going to start making those tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Bye.